show to talk about my faction. Together, me and Max Reaction. Welcome to the show.
Massive thank you to all our channel members. Your support helps keep My Faction Reaction going strong. I appreciate each and every one of you. Welcome back to My Faction Reaction, friends. You're back here with Nathan, and we've got a new grinding method to discuss. Number one, I want to thank the gents within the My Faction Reaction Community Discord. If you guys haven't had a chance to check it out, you guys should jump in. Lots of grinding methods. But Spiffo, Since, and Charger have put together this new grinding method using Toy John Cena, which seems to be pretty reliable. And it yields a high amount of MFP. We're getting 659 in 14 seconds. Your mileage may vary if you don't have the complete cards, but I want to walk you through it, and we'll talk about what you can switch in or out potentially, and a tool to help you to figure that out. Anyways, before we jump over there, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I really do appreciate it. It helps me out a ton. Anyways, with that being said, let's jump right into it. All right, so guys, we're jumping into week 40 this time. Now, we're using match 4 in week 40. It's no different than the week 32 match that we've been using for the past few months. It's unlimited finishers, 3 guys. Everything's still going to work the same. It just means you don't have to scroll up the list as high. Now, the one change well, I guess this is a bit of a change from what I'm usually use. I think I went through this method with Gunther last time we did it with these two gents on the side, but I just want to quickly go over the cards and why we're using them. John Cena 95. Now, to be clear, this is the Toy Titans John Cena, not the one from Super Pack 3. So make sure you get the one that says 95 if you're buying it from the market. I don't even think the 98 one's in the market yet, but this is the one you want. You get Sting Like a Bee, and it's got swiftness in there to get you some MFP right away. However, you're going to get some MFP for Anaconda, some MFP for Merciless Opponent, Energetic Opportunity. So you're going to get a bunch of MFP using this card. And it's going to allow you to do the finish. Sinister Bray Wyatt, very similar situation. Ton of gold badges here. A bunch that are going to give you some innate MFP, some for using your finisher, which we'll talk about. And then finally, Hogan, once again, lots of great badges here that are going to give you MFP. I think it's like something 60, and we'll get an extra 8 for jumping back into the, or sorry, an extra 15 for getting back into the ring with Quick Climber. So I think you're getting 75 out of this one. For this method to work, the Elite John Cena is going to be your main card to worry about that you need to have. The other two you can sub out. Once again, and I always do this, I'll show you guys the spreadsheet on our Discord that'll help you out. And once again, thank you to the well, Spiffo specifically for monitoring and continually updating that within our Discord. Really do appreciate it. It's been a huge tool for the community, and you know, it's great to see it being used regularly and widely across the community base. So that being said, let's get right into this match. So we're going to select all 3 of them here. As usual, I will pause as we are doing it for the first run. All right, guys. We're going to do a few pauses here as we go through this, just because I want to talk about 1 or 2 things as we do it. Number 1, we're starting off as Cena. We're going to want to make sure we hit the attitude adjustment and the STF. In order to do that, you're going to need to hold the X button when you do the finisher. If you just press the X button once instead of holding it, he's going to do a super, which is the double attitude adjustment. We don't want to do that. So press the X button. Number 2, as soon as we start with the attitude adjustment, we're going to hit L1 and right on the D-pad, and that's going to send our guys on the apron to attack. I'm going to pause it one more time when we get to the next step to talk about the next things we do here. So hold the button, send them to attack. We're now going to go to the back here. So before we lock on the STF, we've got our guys running to attack them. So we're going to put on the STF by holding X. Now, if you guys don't know, and you should, if you're not sure, on PlayStation at least, you press the touchpad and that'll switch characters. So we're going to switch to Bray. We're going to hold R2 and then do one of his taunts. And it's going to make sure he does the taunt where he goes like this. It's going to take a few seconds, which is fine. Because as soon as he launches that taunt, we're going to press the touchpad one more time. We're going to switch to Hogan. We're going to slide into the ring. And then we're going to press the touchpad 2 more times to go back to Bray. And we're going to hit Bray's finisher. Okay, so hold, switch to Bray, switch to Hogan, run in, and then switch back to Bray, lock on the finisher. There we go. So, now I accidentally switched past Bray and was still able to fix it there. 17 seconds, 6:59. So we've got this down to 14. It's a few more seconds because we were pausing it there. So let's go through it again here. A little bit quicker here. So we'll do it again. All right. We're going to start off with the A. Hold the X button. Send the guys to attack. We're going to go right to the feet. We're going to lock on the STFU. We're going to switch to Bray. Lock the taunt. Switch to Hogan. Slide Hogan in. Then get back to Bray. There we go. So very, very quick. 15 seconds. 6:49. I've had it as low as 14. Let's do it one more time. All right. So once again, attitude adjustment. Send the guys to attack. We're going to apply that on. We're going to switch to Bray. Taunt. Switch back to Hogan. Switch to Bray. It just, as long as it's going to take Cena to tap out JD there. So that was 16 seconds. Like I said, I'm usually doing it in 14, but this gives you an idea of what you need to do. So yeah, overall, it's a very good method. Super, super usable, super happy for the guys figuring it out. Now you're probably asking, what if I don't have those cards? Well, to do this method, Cena is obviously like the main character you need. So if you don't have Toy Cena yet, you can get him from the card market. He's in there. I don't have them. I don't know what he costs. It'll probably be like 60K to unlock him of MFP, but well worth it for what he does. Now, for the other two guys, let's talk about other options that you can use. So give me a second and we'll switch right over. Okay, now you guys have seen this before. I've talked about this before. This is our MFP spreadsheet. If you guys haven't checked it out, join our Discord. It's under the resources tab. We basically have every card on here above Amethyst talking about how much MFP you will get out of it. So in my case, I was using both Ichiban Hogan and this Bray Wyatt for their MFP contributions because of what they do. Now, that being said, you don't have those. Who can you use? Well, thankfully, you can go through here and you can look very quickly at what cards you have and how much MFP they will give you. So you can find your best fit for your group. If you have the season pass and you will have Mr. Wonderful and Sid Justice, and they both give 48 each. So that could be a really good pair if you've got that there. So yeah, no, wanted to point those two out specifically, but you've got some great value adds here as well. Chad Gable from Eras is 43 points for an Amethyst, which I think are only like 13K-ish, maybe 13 or 16K MFP. So 43 points there. But like I said, really, you can look at your cards and see which cards give you the most MFP, and whatever those are going to be, slot that into the Ichiban Hogan slot and slot that into the Bray Wyatt slot. It may not be exactly the same with hitting the finishers, but you do your best and get what you can. You may not hit that 659, but you can work towards it as you try and unlock better characters within this. Like I said, Penta's a great card. Unfortunately, he's a collection reward. Ichiban Hogan's a collection reward. Bray Wyatt's a collection reward. So you need to have like 5 cards to be able to get them. But Batista and Ultimate Warrior for Monsters and Mayhem, which just entered the card market, aren't collection rewards. They give a decent amount of MFP. They are in the card market. They're expensive, but they are available for you. But like I said, if you're just looking for something quick to use, Mr. Wonderful and Sid Justice, if you have the season pass, give out a decent amount of MFP, and you can do the grind with that. Anyways, guys, I hope this helps you out. Once again, I just want everybody to get as much MFP as they can. That way they can get the cards they want to. I know right now, unlocking Shawn Michaels to get the Penta Infinite card is a big deal right now. So do what you can. Do me a favor. Let me know what grind you guys are using in the comments. I really do appreciate it. And once again, thank you to the guys from the Discord, Spiffo, Charger, and Sense for putting this together. I really do appreciate you all, guys. Thank you so much. And for everybody else, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Helps me out a ton as we continue to grow the channel. We just hit 2,500 subscribers. I don't think I've said that on a video yet, on a live stream when we hit it, but not on a video. So thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate all the support you guys have given me since we started this journey like 6 months ago. Super, super... I just can't believe we're there. Anyways, and don't forget to join the Discord. That helps out too. All right, guys. We'll talk later. Have a great day.